The Nigerian Senate has passed for second reading the Electric Vehicle Transition Bill 2025, marking a major legislative step towards advancing clean energy and sustainable transportation in the country. The bill, sponsored by Senator Orji Uzor Kalu, seeks to establish a national framework for promoting electric vehicles, enhancing local manufacturing capacity, protecting the environment, and positioning Nigeria as a key player in Africa's clean energy revolution. Leading the debate, Senator Kalu explained that the proposed legislation aims to transform Nigeria's automobile and energy sectors by encouraging innovation, local vehicle assembly, and eco-friendly practices. He noted that the initiative would create thousands of jobs across the manufacturing value chain and drive economic diversification.
Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, this bill seeks to create a comprehensive legal and institutional framework that will guide Nigeria's gradual transition from dependence on fossil fuel-powered vehicles to clean, energy efficient, and environmental-friendly electric vehicles. Our transport sector remains one of the largest contributors of carbon emissions, responsible for about 20 to 30% of total greenhouse gas output. With over 12 million registered vehicles in Nigeria, almost all powered by petrol or diesel, we are confronted with a pressing need to rethink on our mobility strategy. Distinguished colleagues, while advanced nations are making sufficient progress in electrifying their transport systems, with countries like Norway targeting full electric mobility by 2030, and even major African countries such as South Africa and Kenya adopting national EV policies, Nigeria risks being behind if they do not act decisively.
Several lawmakers expressed strong support for the bill, commending Senator Kalu for his foresight and emphasizing the importance of reducing Nigeria's carbon footprints, particularly in highly industrialized and traffic-congested urban centers.
My distinguished colleagues, my name is Muhammad Adamu Alero, representing Kebbi Central. Mr. President, I rise to second the motion, so the bill sponsored by my very good friend and brother, Senator Orji Uzor Kalu. Mr. President, let me commend him for sponsoring this bill. It is very timely and apt because globally the world is moving towards electric vehicles and Nigeria should not be left behind. As stated in the lead presentation, countries like Kenya and South Africa, they are taking the lead in Africa.
Senator Adamu Alero, Senator Oshita Ngo, and Senator Titus Zam were among those who lauded the bill as a timely intervention that aligns Nigeria with global environmental and technological trends.
Impact of gas emission on climate change and global warming is something that we can't overemphasize. We all know how flooding has become a major issue in this country, and these are all coming out of the impact of climate change. Nigeria is a country of more than 250 million people. We are significant in the fight against climate change. Nigeria can equal more than 10 to 15 other countries in Africa in terms of the gas that we emit in our daily activities, either the generators or the vehicles we use. We have millions of vehicles in Nigeria. And if this bill is passed, Mr. President, I am going to assure you that the impact of climate change will be completely impacted over time. Nigeria, as a country with our population, plays a major role. So I'm supporting the bill wholeheartedly, and I encourage my colleagues to all lend their voices for this bill to be passed. I thank you, Mr. President.
And in doing so, I am struck by this line on his motion. Nigeria today faces a twin challenge of environmental degradation and energy dependency Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, Nigerians are never quick in adapting to new innovations. For some of us that have the privilege of driving vehicles over a long period of time, when the automatic gear system was introduced, Nigerians were very hesitant. They were used to the four-gear system. And many countries moved fast. We only came in afterwards, after it became eminent and clear that the automatic gear system was more durable, faster. Today, many countries have adopted the energy-propelled vehicles. We are still lagging behind. When we pride ourselves as a giant of Africa, and it's not reflected in our own advancement in technology and other areas, it means we are not doing enough. So this is a very, very crucial bill, and it speaks to a lot of challenges that our petrol-propelled vehicles create even to our health system. So I support in totality that this bill be passed and to move to the third stage, and then we pass it into law for the benefit of Nigerians and other sectors of the economy. Thank you very much, Mr. Senate President.
In his remarks, President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, described the legislation as a forward-looking initiative that complements President Bola Tinubu's drive for economic diversification and supports the global energy transition agenda.
A bill for an act to establish a comprehensive framework for the transition to electric vehicles in Nigeria, promote local manufacturing, ensure environmental sustainability, and drive economic growth, and for related matters 2025. Second reading taken. This bill is now committed to the Committee on Industries to report back to the Senate in 4 weeks. Let me thank distinguished Senator Ojuso Kalu.
The bill has been referred to the Senate Committee on Industry for detailed consideration, with a directive to submit its report within 4 weeks. With this development, Nigeria takes a significant step toward embracing electric mobility and reducing its dependence on fossil fuels.